Movies being Michael's thing, like many that's about to be shown, the effect from this shows in a huge way. As far as Michael thinking a lot of times he was in the movie, even in life or death situations, this was showed early on to be a thing.
I got him! I saw your face, I'll remember you.
You forget 1,000 things every day. How about you make sure this is one of them?
The only reason this is telling was for the fact alone this was a quote, of course, from a movie called Arthur's Penny Sanatorium, which was produced by no other than Solomon Richards at the perceived height of Vinewood Pictures. But at this point of Michael quoting this movie, it was already almost 20 years old, showing this work, to say the least, was of course legendary. And this would never leave Solomon as far as his past work. Anything stemmed by him would be what it'll be, but this alone kept his legacy years down the line. Keep in mind though, he produces, along with of course things always having that other side. I wouldn't say Solomon had things easy, but his start, as many know, came from his father from every angle. What's not shown was that Solomon did things differently by the time he took over from his father, learning from his mistakes outside of film. But with this, change alone separated the two when it came down to things. Being the forefront of the late 80s and beyond, a lot of his movies were either liked or of course disliked, with him turning his films into more of a comedic, wacky feel. People like Michael being younger at this time was why it was considered classic. Taking the Vinewood tour, his movie is spoke on to be a piece of history due to the controversy it brought, not necessarily because of it being a good movie, but it worked to say the least.
Here you can see the landmark Weasel Theater, which was opened here in Morningwood in 1930. Some of the biggest movies in history have premiered at this theater, including Blue Blood, Shoulder of Orion, and The Many Wives of Alfredo Smith. You might remember the controversial premiere of the gladiator comedy Lions and Donkeys in 1984, when star Chip Hampton walked up the red carpet with two slaves in chains.
But actually the movie studio being scouted, more telling things would show. Regardless if every movie was good or bad, it would be something people would of course like from Solomon.
And now to our left, ladies and gentlemen, is the famous Richards Majestic Studios. The product placement for classics like Nelson and Naples and Rum Runner, and the not-so-classics like Vinewood Zombie and Shoulder of Orion 2 was shoehorned into the final edits right behind those very gates. Everyone has a favorite Solomon Richards movie, and American Divorce really helped me through a difficult time when I was bankrupting my first husband. Oh, come on, don't people in the Midwest watch movies? You must have seen Defender of the Faith. No? Wow, tough crowd.
But moving forward, it would be so much that changed for him being in the movie scene alongside the movie business as a whole. It would be shown that things of course started to decline after other movie studios started to shut down entirely.
Movie mogul Solomon Richards and his struggling Richards Majestic Studios will be reeling today from the news that another historic movie studio, Lowenstein Pictures, has closed and will be turned into luxury condos. Will there soon be nothing left in America but reality TV and property that nobody can afford?
And finances started to also decline. Green screen was even the last resort to even consider movies to be put out, which was why 2 movies were being made for the price of 1, getting the money regardless before the known outcome would happen for Richards Majestic.
We've long known that actors are empty and vapid, and so are the high-tech rooms where most movies are made these days. Thanks to cheap overseas animation houses, the days of filming on location are coming to an end as CG takes over. Richards Majestic recently announced that 2 new films in production will be filmed almost entirely on green screen. Meltdown, a Vinewood retelling of the financial crisis set in Liberty City, and Deep Inside, a globe-trotting derivative spy thriller, are both being shot in Los Santos.
Solomon spoke on his thoughts regarding this, going to call it simply the future, trying to get with the times in a way from how he did things back then, not realizing why decline was even a thing though. But meanwhile, again, his past work still lingered on in a real way.
Well, today's lesson's all about humility. Tomorrow we'll try a training montage.
A training what?
Nothing. I was just lost in an 80s movie fantasy.
Yeah, I can see you spend a lot of time there.
Yeah, as much as I can.
Michael, of course, literally being a huge example, saying this alone. He was even seen watching an American Divorce at the time his marriage wasn't out there.
I used to love you, Tony. How dare you point that thing at me? Stop with the emotions.
You don't love me.
You
love what I represent. You love big tricks up our sleeves, huh?
Insane. I'm just a nightclub singer with
along with showing his knowledge on another critically acclaimed movie called Vinewood Zombie.
I'm the Vinewood Zombie. Just like the movie with the same name. That we all think is cool, even though we all know it's awful.
Amanda, is that you?
What?
Nothing, forget about it.
Hits like this was why his fall wasn't able to be seen. Things like green screen being able to pass through because of this entity was doing it. Although part of the reality was again a fun issue. But with this, the fact that things will be brought to Michael's attention. Although of course it went one ear out of the other based on his fandom. Still thinking the movies he loved still could happen at this point, like how he remembered it.
Lester, did you hear me? Are you playing that game?
Yeah, sorry. What's your problem? You don't like shooters?
They're all the same.
Besides, you know me. I'm a movie guy. Classic Vinewood.
Classic Vinewood ended 30 years ago. Now it's just superheroes, romantic comedies, and remakes, none of which interest me.
Hey, I believe this country can still make interesting movies. There's no better way to define American life than a 2-hour plot in which the hero looks good and defeats evil.
Whatever you say. Enjoy yesterday.
We used to watch movies, remember? Always on video cassette. And then I pulled that score, remember? And I got the laser disc.
Oh, fuck your nostalgia.
Think about our thing and what we got going. The culture's obsessed with nostalgia. That don't mean we gotta be.
But you seem like a guy who's into nostalgia. With the old movies and stuff.
Yeah, I'm not very good at listening to my own advice.
Fandom alone even continued after Michael recited the line he did before, and at this point even known to do.
You forget 1,000 things every day, pal. Make sure this is one of them.
So that's that, right?
I hope so.
The whole job. Everything about it. Anyone who knows your file, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, that's him. My best pal.
And how you know it's him?
It's his M.O., and it's the same corny shit he was spewing 10 years back.
And down the line, even the fact of thinking he lived in the movie started to be brought to the forefront.
Didn't he say something about blocking the IAA armored car? I don't know what Mike's using it for. Probably some nonsense he saw in a movie.
A movie? Nah, man.
Yep. The great criminal genius is a rip-off merchant. But you like arguing. All those silly one-liners like you're a gumshoe in a film noir. That silly way you speak out of the side of your mouth.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
What I am talking about, Cupcake, is the fact that you're a sentimental idiot who loves arguing as a form of affection. Because your whole life, your only frame of reference for anything was trying to act like you were in a movie.
Bullshit.
Not bullshit. It's true. You're a deluded vain turd and you're sure as shit not in a movie.
I know you say I always act like I'm in a movie. Well, this isn't that.
Michael basing a lot of his life off what he saw on screen, from quotes, giving advice, even getting Pacific movie masks, was from people like Solomon. And of course what his likes will actually put him in a position to actually meet him, even still hearing the glossed up about him.
How about I hook you up with Solomon Richards?
Bullshit. Solomon Richards, the movie producer?
Yeah, he's retiring, man, and I'm doing a finance deal for his studio.
Michael having the impression that Solomon was retiring already was show-telling things. But by the time they of course met, Michael being a fan, of course was show before anything.
Alright. Oh man, Solomon Richards. Have a good one, boys. Yeah, Devin.
Hey, forgot to say, Solomon Richards. It's happening, baby. Get down to the Richard Majestic lot.
Help him put out some fires.
Are you shitting me? Really? He knows I'm coming.
He's expecting you. Go!
Yeah, I got an appointment with Mr. Richards.
Solomon Richards.
Solomon would start things implying how things changed for him. But as many know, this was brushed off for the fact of Michael being starstruck.
Hello. Come in.
Thanks.
You must be Michael.
Yeah.
You know, I used to have 3 secretaries.
Now I have to make my own coffee and give myself a happy ending. See, the ships are coming in, but the walls will hold us.
Nelson in Naples.
Pluto? I said Mars, you cocksucker!
Shoulder of Orion. 2.
And Solomon, quoting from his movies, would show he actually, of course, took pride in this work. But again, as we know, things was looked to be coming to an end for him. So seeing his work be known, like Michael showed, already would make the two click.
Devin Weston said you were a fan.
Huge fan.
Then realizing it wasn't any altered motive on his end, he would continue to open up, confirming retiring to not be his idea, wanting to, of course, continue his legacy.
He said you were retiring but might need some help on a movie.
Only assholes retire, Michael.
But this alone is telling for the fact alone, Michael in a way locked himself as far as retiring, trying to have that movie Walk in the Sunset type of vibe. Meanwhile, the producer of these movies didn't even want to, but more will show.
Him and my son, they want to put me out to pasture so they can turn this place into condos or a theme park or something.
Solomon bringing up his son, to say the least, was a full circle moment. Around this time, he took the bleeder saying, quote, "Children are like little balls of clay. You can mold them into something amazing, but you can also make a real mess of it." What he's referring to was his son not wanting to follow in the footsteps of the Richards family, wanted money consistent of their studio to not even be around. But the irony was that he looked at his father the same way, looking at him to be delusional, which was why he changed the formula of the themes of the movies, Nelsons and Naples to Lions and Donkeys, also making a mess of things and being delusional, thinking he was making good films. But keep in mind, he's around a fan that's seen the old work.
But this place is a dream factory.
Michael looking at Richards Majestic to be a dream factory went back to Michael simply for the fact alone his movies made him dream, outside of them actually again even being good or not.
Well, maybe they have different dreams. Some days, I don't blame them.
The two in a way having the same passion while being delusional though, more things will show. Flesh and blood not seeing eye to eye is one thing, but Solomon started to feel the fire of his bad movies. No one wanted to act or direct for him, knowing what the effect would be on their career, and the fact of a financial slap in the face just to say you work with them to not be worth it anymore. Being deluded made him think it was the actors and directors' fault of things, although ego plays a part on their end, but rightfully so.
You know, they always say, never work with children or animals. Well, I want to add to that list. Never work with directors or actors.
This is also ironic for the fact alone Michael was seen to be a director and an actor in his life, but I digress.
This picture is gonna kill me.
All right, so what's it about?
It's perfect. Set in Liberty City. Meltdown. It's all being shot on green screen right out back there. We take a look at the financial crisis, and then we boil it all down into a really simplistic battle between two yuppies. Lots of training montages.
On paper, of course, this is a good movie.
So what's the problem?
But Solomon confirmed ways will show us early otherwise, that being deluded and simply out of touch. Firstly, an actor he hired was for the fact he was cheap, expecting not to get what he paid for, without it being a problem.
Milton McElroy. I cast him in the second lead because he's cheap. Zero talent, incidentally. Well, he's got this new agent. He's been hassling us about renegotiating the deal. So now, he's holding up shooting until he gets paid.
That sounds problematic.
He would then bring up the director, but still expecting a guy working on two movies at the same time to not be overworked, let alone making trash.
It would be if the director wanted to shoot. Anton Baudelaire. Ever heard of him? That doesn't surprise me. Now he's having a mental breakdown, pissing all over himself who knows where.
Inside Solomon's lane, his vision didn't matter to others like of course once did, but Michael still of course having respect for him on a fan level. Just like that, he's involved. Even Solomon was shocked Michael jumped up to help, showing this didn't happen too much at this point.
All right. Looks like you got yourself that new assistant. But no happy endings.
I love you already.
Solomon then would even show being too excited after getting his flowers for the first time in a minute.
Hey, Solomon, I'm just doing that thing.
Good, good. Now, I realized in my excitement, I forgot some details.
But regardless, Michael still would be shown to actually, of course, take pride in being a help for these movies, even if it meant it was against others' will and not knowing the full logistics.
I'll see you on the set, boss.
Oh, turns out these guys are in love with their contract, so they'll be going back to the set with me. Let's get back to the lot.
Your Vinewood career just ended before it began, buddy. Look, you can bully him, but you can't bully talent, buddy. Well, you're not shooting until I get a new deal.
Can't bully talent? Just watch me. You're gonna be a good boy when I'm done.
I don't know who you think you are. Just jumped up studio security?
I ain't security. I'm Solomon's assistant.
Then going to intimidate the two, Mort will reveal. Michael even spoke on not caring if he dies while in the air, only because the fact alone of who he was around.
You know, I'm really not very good at flying these things. The upside of crashing is I get to go out with famous movie people.
Even hearing the two speak on why they were trying to back out, outside of money, is telling alone. Again, it lacked vision.
I don't know how this is meant to change my opinion on the picture. It doesn't inspire me. Material has to speak to me. And the material in Solomon's picture is mute. I don't want a new deal. So much has to be off the show entirely. Enough! Enough! All right.
I'll do the shitty movie for the shitty money.
Then, of course, quickly not having a choice, Michael would have the second lead apologize, but only wanting him to apologize based off, again, fandom for movies and what he considered a good film. This being a huge thing to be doing in his mind, overlooking the real about to be told to him. He would start things off looking as if he had the right idea, but it takes a turn, revealing why movies were dying in the first place, which was, to say the least, copy and paste, cheaper, and of course the fandom. Michael not being the only one who thought what he said.
Hey, Milton!
What?
I think you owe an apology to Mr. Richards.
What, I'm being paid? No, you should apologize to me.
You're apologizing. When you see Solomon, you say, "Sorry for the misunderstanding, sir," and you will always appreciate the opportunity he's given you.
Look, I just wanted a better deal.
Everyone wants a better deal. Everyone serving coffee, selling cars, typing in spreadsheets wants a better deal. But you got the best deal there is. You're making movies.
Yeah, you look at it that way, until you got a huge tax bill and payments to meet on a beachside bungalow in Chumash.
Shut up! You're lucky. Remember that. I didn't have the opportunities you had. I'd give my left arm to do what you do. You're making a movie.
It's not a movie. It's a cliche.
Listen, you idiots think movies are about saying something new. Movies are about telling the same lies over and over again. You know, good beats evil. Things happen for a reason. Attractive people are interesting. That's the point.
No wonder I self-medicate.
Medicate. Do whatever you need to do. Just get that picture made.
Look, I'm feeling a little keyed up. How about I call my guy, go on a little jolly, and call Solomon from wherever I wake up in a week?
How about you see him right now, and we go flying again if you even look like you'll fail a piss test at any point on this shoot?
All of that would basically be why Meltdown and Deep Inside would be back shooting. Solomon, of course, would show being ecstatic.
What a wonderful surprise.
But even he speaks on being aware of these movies being bad, but not his problem, forcing the director's hand to make do with trash.
Anton, my boy, you're an artist, I know that. And this story is the best kind of art. A simplistic, cliche-ridden pile of dross that you will turn into magic.
Get a grip, I love ya.
So Solomon, Milton here has a little something he wants to say to you.
Say it.
Then with the actor was shown to be the same, having to force this movie was something new for Solomon in a way. And he didn't even know why.
Michael, what can I say? You're a natural. I love you.
You're too kind.
No, I mean it. I don't mean to presume. But would it be okay if I gave you a shout?
This shoot seems cursed for some reason or another.
And with Michael not either, along with being around his idol, he would continue and be forced to learn what started to die.
I need an associate producer. I'd love that.
We'll talk soon. I gotta go. Oh, hell yeah. Whew. Ah! Hell yeah.
And meanwhile, I might add, no one had a clue of what Michael's new title was he started to have for himself.
Oh, and Michael, I'll be in touch about your friend, Solomon.
All right, good.
Evan doing so will also show Solomon being happy to finally have someone down for the things he was with, along with Michael continuing to show his blindness just being in his likes.
Hey, Devin.
Mike! Hey, whoa! Solomon cannot stop talking about you, bro. I mean, major man crush. Is the feeling mutual?
Oh, hell yeah. I'm telling you, whoever said don't meet your heroes, man.
Whatever. Anyway.
Keep in mind, Michael was the one that quickly started to keep things afloat and back running to Solomon's standards. But then having to be away from it, we will still see his movie come to life. Everyone else beside the two still being against the picture, to say the least.
From the top. And action.
So you're saying that all this is yours?
All from selling pieces of other people's businesses. Stocks, credit default swaps. The whole capitalistic circle jerk.
Jesus, man, you make math sound so homoerotic.
It's just like football. You build up an analogy. You pat another man on the buttocks. Then the whole thing falls apart and everyone gets brain damage.
Okay, yeah, I think I get it.
Ah, God.
I knew the material was bad. I didn't know it was that bad.
Meanwhile, on the set of the other movie, Deep Inside, the fill-in director goes on a whole rant regarding the state of movies, and even Solomon, which is of course telling. And also keep in mind, Michael wasn't around yet to even see the writing on the wall.
Where the hell is Brandon? Jesus, are you gonna find him? Someone's gotta find him! With this close to studio casting making us super spy and emo. The days of coming in on budget are over. It's you better have everything in the can, because they're gonna stop shooting early. Yeah, Brandon's got it in his contract they'll only do 3 takes, and his weekend starts on a Wednesday. And Brandon's not even that famous or good. He just renegotiates after every picture. Ah, no wonder they want to hire kids. By the time they figure out the pool they've got, we're onto the reboot. Soon enough, we're just gonna be doing franchises and spin-offs. Original content is gonna be dead. What am I saying? It's already dead. You think I wanted this set? The art department forced it on me. They built it, so this arsehole has to use it. I said space, or the third world, or the inside of his mind. I guess we're lucky we're not shooting green screen. The other picture, Meltdown, that's all green screen. And this car, I could get a new liver for what this insurance is costing us.
I think the producer got it to impress some chick.
And as far as what he just said about Solomon starts to show he liked more of what came with being a producer more than the actual thought to push the needle to make something great. Instead, it's in a way when quantity meets delusion and grandeur.
So bullshit, bullshit, bullshit.
And as many note, Franklin stealing this card from the Deep Inside movie would continue to dig him a hole along with revealing though. By the time it hit the Daily Globe News, it's confirmed many movies a year to be a thing, along with again 2 cheap movies at once now. Meanwhile, between Michael and Solomon, Delusion still was show on Solomon's end after not seeing Michael.
Michael, my boy, where are you? You're not in rehab.
No, I just had to get out of town for a while.
Good, because all my friends who went to rehab came back very sanctimonious.
Solomon was the walking example of someone being sanctimonious, which was the reason why everything and everyone around him started to change. But of course, it couldn't been seen on both sides.
You're an important part of this process, Michael. Wow, are you serious? 'Cause that means a lot to me, Solomon. I'll come see you.
As soon as I get back.
I can't wait to get back to that movie studio.
Even by the time Michael got back to LS, it's telling. After Solomon revealed being an LC for a Lifetime Achievement Award, that's a good thing, but I'm leaning more toward the fact this showed, to say the least, it being over.
Is it the brownies? Or does that girl got 3 tits?
Oh, high school. Even my son likes that movie.
Michael!
I'm back in town, Mr. Richards. You want to get together?
I'd love to, but I'm in Liberty City getting some Lifetime Achievement thing.
Especially with Solomon having meltdown as the Holy Grail. I decline being a thing, but you can't just not give credit to him, especially with his father being in the movie game before him. The nice thing to do, to say the least.
Little do they know, my third act starts now.
Meltdown!
Meltdown, baby. Hey, I'll see you when you're back.
But his ways would of course continue to show. He's met with what he thought was handled, but even this is telling when Solomon actually was alone for the quick time he was.
Big man!
We had a deal! We had paperwork!
Whoever this is will be for another time anyway, but based off what Rocco just said, showed Solomon fabricated the motive to get the actor from around him. He just wanted him to have all hands on deck for the movie. He and the director basically did a side deal with Rocco for the club that was supposed to open. That didn't have nothing to do with Solomon, I might add. But again, it went back to him having that delusion that he only mattered and gave the opportunities. And again, Michael being around, this was to say the least enabled.
Hey. Fuck off, Johnny!
Hey, you're a couple real badasses. Put a beat down on an old man.
We don't take that. We have a deal with them.
Just about. Please, get those millennial ass wipes.
With pleasure.
And what's even next would be telling. As we seen throughout, Solomon quoted only the hit movies.
I'm only a paraplegic, but you can't feel anything.
You're throwing me softballs. Rum runner.
This considered to be a softball confirms, of course, maybe Solomon Run wasn't what he thought, this being a movie at the height.
Oh, if only we'd met 20 years ago, Michael, maybe I wouldn't be in this mess.
Yeah, you and me both, brother.
Look, it's a pain, I know, but could you come by the studio now? I got something I'd like to show you.
Then doing so, arriving to his movie studio, more will reveal and to say the least confirm.
Come in! Come in! Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, it turns out maybe I'm cut out for the movie business after all, huh?
My friend, you're a sentimental thug with zero artistic training and nothing interesting to say. I would say you're overqualified.
Solomon saying this will show he thinks Michael was cut out for the movie business because everything he was made everything what Solomon was and what he wanted. A guy to fall in line, to say the least. His fallout with his son was because he didn't want to do what he wanted, let alone everyone else. But with Michael, again, he didn't have to worry about that. He just tell him to jump, and he says how high, but because he was blind enough.
Anyway, shut up and take a look at that.
Oh. Fucking A.
Feels good, doesn't it?
Feels like I've finally done something with my life. Actually done something. A movie.
Welcome to show business.
Nothing but make-believe will ever feel quite real again.
Blind would even start to trickle down. Michael getting his family back, the fact of him being an associate producer, changed the whole dynamic of how they even saw him.
I never thought I'd see it. You happy. Doing something that isn't robbing or killing people.
My neck's like totally screwed from sleeping on sofas. Can I get a massage on your medical insurance?
No, you can't.
We should have a masseuse on staff now. You're a big movie producer.
Hello.
Good to see you, Slick.
Devin, what the hell are you doing here?
It's over, Michael.
But back to it, it's revealed, of course, it was all a play for a bigger thing. Meanwhile, Solomon playing into, to say the least, distractions. Things like being an LC, distracted getting an award, the JB700 to impress, and Michael being around. That made him think he had leverage again. Like Devin is going to say, Evolution is evolution, something Solomon never did, revealing another reason as far as his decline, too busy playing.
Well, people used to like films, now they like what? Videoing themselves, beating off on their iFruit phones. Don't blame me. I'm a very spiritual person. I feel badly about this. But evolution is evolution.
Michael, can you do something?
Then Solomon even thinking Michael could help at this moment, even is telling.
No, he can't do anything, pal. It's an inevitability.
But Michael doing what he thought was help only would make him realize what we been knew. Things weren't what he thought. By the time he got the film, he would learn this wasn't even needed. Meanwhile, Solomon thought he knew what he was doing, which is telling alone.
I loved you once, Tony, but there's nothing between us. Now that I know you prefer dictation.
Really? We're doing this now? I just watched Devin Weston's legal counsel get juiced in a jet engine.
Oh, that Molly woman? Oh, Lord, that's horrible.
You have no idea. She panicked, went crazy, and ran into it. But I saved the print, so we still got our movie.
You believe that analog thing? It's all digital. We have backups everywhere. I mean, we're shooting on green screen.
Well, you could have told me.
I'm sorry. Look, I thought you knew. The edit's nearly done, and we've got to get it out before they can screw us again. I've greenlit a premiere. That will stop them from burying us.
All right. Shit. I'll get ready. It was An American Divorce, by the way, the movie quote. Obviously.
I'm gonna make even shittier movies than my dad does, because I don't care about movies like him. For me, it's just an opportunity thing.
Keep me nice and tight. Hey, it's Laszlo on the red carpet of Meltdown. Some big stars, some beautiful dresses. We're gonna see some side boob tonight. Come on.
Now with the premiere coming up again, this was a moment for Solomon to enjoy what he was in it for, which was people lining up for something that had his name on it. Of course, regardless of the unjust it took just to make this happen. Just happy to say the least flaunt and knowing he had control still.
We did it!
Solomon!
We fucking did it!
Fucking A!
Fuck you, Fate! I may be a lecherous old has-been, but I'm a has-been with a premiere at the Oriental Theater on Vinewood Boulevard.
And even what came with this premiere, but still being happy, went to confirm his ways, which was to say the least, he was slick. He even gives Michael a cigar he already started, ironically in a way giving him scraps just like everyone else throughout, even when it came back to bite him.
I'll see you in there, kid.
Hey, thanks.
Enjoy the picture, everyone!
And of course, having that power feel back, before watching Meltdown, of course he would go and impress, having Laszlo, to say the least, keep dreaming.
Mr. Richards, hi. If I could just bother you for a second. I'm Laszlo from Fame or Shame, but I do some acting on the side. I was wondering if,
Oh, yeah, of course. You should come see me, kid. I think I got a project that would be perfect for you.
Oh, that's fantastic.
It's called The Closet. Really modern stuff.
Pervert. Come on.
No.
Meanwhile, Michael couldn't even watch the movie. The main reason he even got into this field, never realizing how bad it actually even was. From the movie, of course, all the way to how he was manipulated into playing Solomon's game. And of course, after the film, more telling things would show. Firstly, Solomon already would mention a Meltdown too, along with the obvious, that it simply was not good.
Capitalism depends on one thing, and one thing only. A steady supply of idiots.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't place it.
Meltdown, of course! Michael, what happened? You weren't at the party.
A movie debut has people buzzing, possibly for all the wrong reasons. Meltdown hits theaters.
Movie news. Solomon Richards' new movie Meltdown is now in theaters, and audiences are divided. Some have described it as derivative Vinewood pap, but others quite enjoyed it.
I really liked the film, and the end was heartwarming. The dubbing on the talking monkey felt a little 1980s, though.
So you're saying that all this is yours?
All from selling pieces of other people's businesses.
I knew at that moment it was time to introduce a portentous voiceover.
Stocks, credit default swaps, the whole capitalistic circle jerk.
Jesus, man, you make math sound so homoerotic.
It's just
This movie was supposed to keep the studio afloat. We know it would. But as many know, what even saved the studio is telling, for the fact alone of Michael getting paid from the Union Depository, ironically being a full circle moment, even implying now being on the inside to see what he never did before, and the rest is history.
We forget 1,000 things every day. Can't we just make this one of them?
Arthur Penny's sanatorium.
Michael, my boy! Is everything okay?
Yeah, I mean, the economy's fucked.
The industry I love has screwed itself.
My kids are still useless, but yeah, things are okay. When are we making our next movie?
Soon, Michael, soon. You don't know anyone with some liquidity for financing. This Union Depository thing has really stooked the market.
Actually, I know a guy who's come into some cash. Let's do lunch.
Excellent! I'll see you soon. I love you, Michael. And I mean that, with all the sincerity a movie producer can muster.
Though Meltdown wasn't good.
But let's be real though, that movie your boy made is awful. I know, dog, that shit horrible.
The opportunity was enough. Michael finally was able to make that lane change. Anything better than what he was doing before.
Showing now at the Tivoli Cinema in Morningwood, Meltdown! By up-and-coming producer, Michael DeSanta! Vinewood is dying!
Seeing the real after seeing it from a fan's lens for years on end. And as far as Solomon being older, coming off farmless and laid back, to say the least was a trick to not really bat an eye. He was already too deep in as far as the role he played for decades, which was to say the least continue to oppress the movie world, ironically what his son and Devin tried to do to him. But this alone showed us everything wasn't what it seemed after Michael was able to get behind the scenes, just to find out it was an old guy that simply didn't want to leave his throne, unknowingly continuing to tarnish his legacy for a couple more decades to come.